This is the cabinet that I built in my garage. I incorporated elements of Space Invaders for the flat control panel and the undercut under the cabinet, and then the rest of it is like Bionic Commando or the Capcom cabinets. I just like the way they were shaped. So let me hit the foot pedal here. I put on the top, there's a coin button, and there's also a reboot, because sometimes the computer, if you don't turn it on for a long time, it's an older computer, it needs to be reboot. So you kind of see how fast it boots with this FreeDOS. So I'm running ArcadeOS, and you can see the picture of the game as you scroll. So I'll just pick this one. So you hit player 1, comes up. Then I'm going to hit, there's a button up here. So hit the so basically whatever you pick. Now also the way that I designed this, you can flip. It has a an arcade monitor in it, and it's a VGA monitor. And the way this cabinet was designed, you can flip it to a horizontal or vertical position. If I could hit pause on this video, I would take the bezel out and show you, but this thing will freak out on me. So anyway, to get out of the game, you just hit these two buttons, and that's how ArcadeOS works. So it'll kick us out. You can pick another one. I think it's reasonably fast. The computer has 950 megahertz. Old school. Pretty much everything runs in full speed. The only games that have a tiny bit of a slowdown would be like Marvel vs. Capcom, the later games. But it's not even really that noticeable, to be honest with you. So we'll hit player 2. And with this configuration, 2 players can battle it out, which is good for Joust also. So basically, I had this I don't know what you would call that, the marquee. I had that made at a print shop, and it wasn't even really that expensive. And on the inside, there's the computer. It's just an old AMD 950 in a newer case, and I had some other drives in here, but now it's down to 1. And this is like a box of spare parts, and then the keyboard in case I need to pull it out and reprogram any games, like the remap the buttons. And for the sound system, there's just like an old Radio Shack amp, and it does the job. I run it through one speaker on the top. You could actually wire up a coin door in these too. I had one in here, but when I moved from Michigan the first time, I had all these games. I had a basement full of games, a garage full of games. I had to get rid of them, and one of them needed a coin slot, so I took it off of this, which I kind of regret now. I probably should have just left the blank on it, but you just wire that just like a switch. So there's like a little switch at the end. You put a wire on it, and then you can drop the coin in, and it puts the coin. So, you know, it's pretty simple. There's on the top here, there's a speaker grill. I put 2 of them so that if I wanted to later add stereo, I could, but most of these games are not stereo anyway, so it's not really a big deal. You can also run. I'm sure you probably found this out too. You can run other emulators besides Mame, like Nintendo, and there's a little option in this menu system to switch it to Genesis, Super Nintendo, all the other emulators. So, anyway, Nick pretty much grew up playing this thing, spoiled as he is. Anyway, so there it is.